how you turn your side hustle into a tax shelter. Let me give you a fact that might sting a little. Most small business owners are overpaying the IRS by at least 5 figures every year. And it's not because they're bad with money. It's because no one ever taught them how the tax system actually works, especially when it comes to business structure. So today, I'm going to show you how to turn your side hustle or small business into a legally approved tax shelter using one of the most powerful strategies available to everyday entrepreneurs. But before I get into that, I just want to introduce myself again. My name is Del Ferdinand. I am a tax strategist and profit expert, and I specialize in helping liberating entrepreneurs, business owners, and individuals on how to outthink, outmaneuver, and outsmart the IRS, the big banks, and the system at every turn. Now, let's jump back in. So I'm going to show you the way that you can do this, and the way that you're going to do this is very simple. It's called the S-Corporation strategy. By the end of this video, you'll understand why self-employment taxes destroys profit. You're also going to know how S-Corps legally reduce taxes and when it makes sense to switch, because that's another big thing that people mess up on. Also, I'm going to show you some of the mistakes to avoid and how this sets you up for long-term wealth. Let's jump in. Here's what most people never realize. When you operate as a sole proprietor or a single member LLC, the IRS hits you with 15.3% in self-employment taxes on every dollar of net profit, not revenue, profit. So if your business makes $50,000 in profit, that's $7,650 in self-employment taxes. So let's say $100,000 profit, that's $15,300 in taxes. You make $150,000 in profit, that's $22,950 in taxes. Or if you make $200,000 in profit, that's $30,600. And that's before income tax, before deductions, before anything else. That's why people who make money still feel broke, because the structure is wrong. Here's where the game changes. When you elect to be taxed as an S corporation, the IRS lets you split your income into 2 categories. Only a reasonable salary, only the salary is taxed for payroll. The distribution avoids that 15.3% in self-employment tax. This one change can save you thousands and many people, tens of thousands every single year. This is not a loophole. It's not a trick. This is how the tax code is designed to work for structured businesses. Let me show you how powerful this is. One of my clients earned $200,000 in net profit before they filed as a single member LLC, paid almost $30,000 in self-employment taxes after structuring into an S-Corp. We set their salary at $90,000 and classified the remaining $110,000 as a distribution. That $110,000 avoided self-employment tax. They saved $16,800 instantly. And here's the best part. This happens every year. 5 years, that's over $80,000 saved. 10 years, that's over $160,000 back in your pocket. This is why wealthy people don't complain about taxes. They structure their income the way the IRS rewards. Now, the question is, when should you become an S-Corp? Here's the general rule. If your business earns $60,000 to $80,000 or more in net profit, it's probably time for you to become an. The savings outweigh the cost of payroll, bookkeeping, and compliance. If you're between $30,000 and $60,000, it depends on the industry and growth. Some businesses benefit early, others should wait. If you're under $30,000, it's simple. Focus on growth first. We'll structure you later. Now, one thing I have to warn you about the mistakes most people make. Mistake number 1, paying yourself too low of a salary. The IRS wants a reasonable salary, not minimum wage, near zero. So this is something that happens far too often. You make $2 million in your business and you pay yourself $6,000. That's not a reasonable salary. But the IRS is loose around the term. You got to give yourself a reasonable salary. Mistake number 2, switching too early. If you're not consistently profitable, you might not benefit yet. Just take a minute. Again, we'll structure you later. Mistake number 3, that do-it-yourself payroll. This is the fastest way to trigger an audit. Let a professional set up your payroll and get you squared away. Mistake number 4, commonly come across, no bookkeeping system in your business. If your books are messy, your structure means absolutely nothing. Mistake number 5, filing late IRS Form 2553. There's strict deadlines there, so you want to make sure you get that filed on time. See, if you avoid these mistakes, and the S-Corp becomes a powerful wealth building tool. Here's the part people overlook. Once you become an S-Corp, the benefits go beyond tax savings. You unlock a better retirement plan options, the ability to hire your kids and you can actually put them on payroll, health insurance deductions, reimbursement through Section 105 plan, a stronger foundation for your business credit, a structured lender's trust, and the ability to scale your business clearly. In other words, this is how you turn your side hustle into an asset. This is how you turn income into wealth. Let me say this clearly as possible. If you're still filing as a single member LLC and you're profitable, you're not a business. You're in donation mode. And the IRS loves unstructured entrepreneurs. They pay the most. And the IRS unstructured entrepreneurs, they pay the most. But if you're not here to fund the government bonuses and you're here to build wealth and protect your money and scale your business, so fix your structure, get strategic, and stop donating money you don't need to be paying. If you want help running the numbers, choosing the right salary, or deciding when to switch when would switching make sense, send me a message or click the link in the description. Your side hustle can be a tax shelter if you structure it the way that the wealthy do. If you want to see more content like this, make sure you like, share, and subscribe